Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going for a drive in this BMW E46 M3. The spec is unbelievable. The owner spent around £25,000 modifying this thing, and the looks on it, I always go by looks on cars. And as you can see, this one's got the CSL boot lid, it's got the CSL diffuser. Come around the front, we've also got the CSL front bumper with the front intake. It is a club sport theme that the owner's gone with this car. He's done a lot of modifications like the Apex alloys. Just take a look at this thing, the way it sits. I cannot believe it. This car's actually already been on the website and the winner opted for the cash. I thought anybody that would have entered for this would have 100% took the car. This is obviously running the S54, the naturally aspirated 3.2 litre engine, 343 horsepower from factory. This one's been tuned by a very popular tuner via the M3 Cutters website. I've already driven this thing and let me tell you, she's unbelievable. 6-speed manual transmission. Obviously the CSL had the SMG box, which I think was tuned, a bit more refined. But the spec, honestly, like the whole interior. You've got Alcantara steering wheel, Alcantara door cards, the Alcantara armrest. Honestly, a lot of nice touches done to this car. And in my opinion, the CSL, without fail, it's not a CSL, but obviously it's a CSL theme. One of the nicest looking M3s on the road, man. If you've never driven an M3 CSL, completely different to the normal E46 M3. Of course, being manual, the throttle response, the control you have over this is another level. I've already driven it, which is why I'm excited to actually show you what it's like. Alcantara armrest, as I say, 6-speed manual transmission. And there is a club sport theme, so we've got the half cage running in the back, the rear bench is gone, and this is all to save weight. This car is, I think, around 1,400 kilos is what I've been told. Look at that, guys. Is that not one of the most sexiest M3s on the road? It's sitting on suspension, it's been aligned correctly for the track. It's a club sport theme as well, so it's stripped, running around 1,400 kilos, rear wheel drive, LSD from factory, it's got bigger brakes. What are the brakes actually? The brakes, oh, it doesn't even say what the brakes are, but I know that they are 8-pot calipers. We also have Padgett pads, RS29s, and I can report back that the braking performance is ridiculous. This car is just, oh man, honestly, I can't explain how sick it is. The front bumper, this is just obviously 6 generations of M3. This is the 3rd and probably one of my favorites, just before they started to get a little bit too heavy. Unbelievably, this car's already been on the website. Winner actually took the £15,000 cash alternative. I thought this is a car that you enter for this, you're gonna take it, but no, the winner decided he wanted £15,000. But look, I don't wanna go too crazy. There's loads of bits I would have missed out. She'll probably be back on the website at some stage. Anyway, let's jump on the road and see what she's like to drive. Bro, I'm just letting you know, just driving off from the unit, the throttle, it's just like the most crispiest thing I've driven in a very long time. It's just, man, anyone that grew up driving E46 M3 is completely different to these new BMs. Wow. Could have rev match it. Oh my God. Bare haters, if I remember correctly, on the sound of this engine. I used to love it. I still love it. Listen to that. Rev matching. What is going on? Are you hearing how high this thing revs to? Absolutely ridiculous. Over 8,000 RPM. Naturally aspirated. Wow, I cannot believe the winner did not take this car. Unbelievable, this car. Mate, this is, for me, perfection. Like, usable horsepower, nice and light. Okay, it's not the lightest, I suppose. 1,400 kg, that's still a lot of weight, but versus today's cars, it's a whole different beast. We've got hydraulic steering. There's no, well, actually, I don't know. I say it's hydraulic steering. It feels it. It feels very, very heavy. Rev matching. I'm going to say that 10 more times because the rev matching is ridiculous. Let's get window down. Man, just effortlessly revs. So this one's got an upgraded oil cooler, radiator. It's got the Scorpion sports cat as well. Man. And you've got the sport button. Some of you remember back in the day, it used to be really sensitive when you put it in sport. You sort of almost kangaroo like this. Man, just a cruise. This definitely feels like a proper classic. The only negative to this car was the mileage. It's about 135,000 miles. The specification on this car, I had to buy it regardless of the miles. It's kind of expected to see these on higher miles now anyway. Definitely some sort of driving heaven, this people. Nice grip on the wheel as well. Can't beat that Alcantara, boy. Third gear, come on. Just breathing on the throttle. Brakes are just, yeah, boy. This is a keeper, man. Honestly, a keeper. Yeah, it's got the cage in it. This is also FIA approved. Previous owner did used to track it, but she drives spot on. It's had a fast road alignment. The turning's lovely. Initially a heavy wheel as you roll off, but as you get going, it lightens up. Man, it just glides across the road. All you've got to do is tap the brakes and it's stopping very, very quick. Little noise or two coming from the cabin. You know, it's got upgraded anti-roll bars. We've got the adjustable suspension. It's not harsh though, which is the main thing. It's not like unbearable to drive. What are we saying? Fan of the sound or now? Dead thing. Second gear, but it already feels like we're at 8,000 RPM. Revving. Nowhere to get out, guys. It's Friday, about 6:30. There are cars all over the road, unfortunately. All I can do is just keep rev matching for you. Dead straight under acceleration. These things are literally go-karts, like no joke. So nimble, and they feel nice and small as well. Wraps around you, visibility is good. Forgot what tyres we've got on here, but we've got the Apex alloys, which are lightweight. I think it will be a square setup. I've driven many cars that claim to have, well not claim, they do have 8-pot calipers, 10-pot calipers, but I'm no expert with brakes, but what I do know is that you'd think that when you've got 8-pot calipers that your car is going to brake, but in a lot of these cars, I don't know if it might be the cheaper variants, but some of them don't stop that well, considering you've got that size calipers, but this is like, it really stops the car. One of the main reasons why I didn't mind the mileage on this car is because it's had the Vanos replacement by the previous owner. He's also done rod bearings, he's also had, I think, is it the chassis reinforcement or the boot reinforcement, something like that. It was something that used to crack, if I remember correctly, with the E46 M3. So all of the precautions, all of the servicing has been done on this car. It's literally ready for a new owner. When this car lands back on the website, if you win it, take the car, please. Wow, this on track. It's why these things, you see them all over the Nürburgring, track days in the UK, they just rev out, man. You can hold your power, you know, mid corner, you just got a nice long throttle. Ah, shit, traction on. DSC. I I'm actually sweating, like a couple of minutes of driving the car. It's crazy because once upon a time, this was a car that you would say, oh, it's so electronic and easy to drive, but now versus the new cars, this is proper. Really got to think about what you're doing, man, because you can carry so much speed through corners. Brakes are sensitive, down to second. Nice. Absolutely no roll in the corners, there's no flex. It's obviously what the cage is helping the car just feel that bit more rigid. Not over the top volume wise as well, it's just nice. Previous owners have some nice touches as well. We've got this Android device here which actually connects to your phone via Spotify. Obviously electric windows, we've got air conditioning. Sorry mate, rev it out. It feels like it's revving past 8,000 RPM, which is what's crazy. Yeah, sorry guys, a little bit busy on the roads. You know what it is, because we've got the rear bench out, it sounds that bit better. It's really coming through into the cabin, that exhaust. £25,000 has been spent in the last 18 months on this. Oh, it's like the engine's just gonna grenade. Like how can an engine rev for that long? Yeah, I like this car a lot. I'm a huge M3 fan, as you know. And this car is not overdone. You've still got the cabin, the electric seats, memory settings, air conditioning. Oh, let's have it out, Mr. Jaguar. Yeah, you don't want it with me, bro. She's obviously not gonna be the fastest car. Still fast. Thought he was racing, the car was just chilling. Just crazy how life works, right? You don't realise how great cars are until, you know, further on down the line. It's only taken a few generations. I mean, this was an awesome car when it came out, but at the same time it was a lot bigger than the E30 and the E46. The V8 and the E92. Class is one of the favourites, a bit heavy, but this is just feels so much more manageable. Like, unless there's some serious mods done to an E92, they do feel very heavy. Anyway, I think that might be the end of the video. As always, if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts on these kind of videos. I'm just trying to I don't know, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I've just got so many sick cars at the unit, but obviously I've been filming these cars for years on my main channel. So I'm like, do you guys even want to see me take these cars for a spin? I know they're sick, some of these cars are bad that we're buying. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. See you soon.